Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I'd really appreciate it, and I'd be able to send watches like this to your inbox on a daily basis. If you like this watch, you can buy it along with 1,700 of its close friends on thewatchbox.com. Buy, trade, and sell luxury watches on thewatchbox.com. And today, we're discussing one of the 2015 Bezel World novelties from Rolex in a fashion you may never have seen. I can say that despite working in the industry since 2015, this is the first Oyster Perpetual 39 that I have seen on a Rolex factory strap. So the basics, 39 millimeters, this was the revised 2015 model of the Oyster Perpetual. Technically, it's reference 114300 in stainless steel, 39 millimeters in diameter, not including the crown. The watch is 11.3 millimeters thick, 47.4 millimeters lug-to-lug, and that is the measurement, as there is no bracelet with end link. And the actual width of the lugs, so scarcely measured because who's going to wear a modern Rolex on a strap? But at 20 millimeters, you know exactly what to order up. As this is a factory strap and clasp, you will have OEM alternatives as well as many aftermarket options to accessorize your Oyster Perpetual. Now, the case itself is simple and easy to wear, as well as instantly identifiable as a Rolex Oyster. Not changed all that dramatically since the very first Oyster Perpetual of the 1930s. It's bigger, it's more impressively finished, to be sure, and comprised of Rolex's highly corrosion-resistant 904L oyster steel. You can see that it also has a handsome combination of both satin finish and polish with a nicely domed bezel that allows a dress cuff or a sleeve to slide up and over, and tightly downturned lugs to ensure that this watch will fit well and look great on a wrist as small as, I would say, 13 centimeters in my estimation, given the strap, which is very flexible. Now you can see it is a medium brown gloss lizard small scale. So this is a Rolex lizard strap. Not something you see too often. Very thin, nicely suited to the aesthetic of the watch, and matched with a steel Rolex pin buckle for quick on-the-fly adjustments. If you're one who doesn't necessarily like the constraints that come with a bracelet for sizing and adjustment, your ship has come in. Now the case flank is a mix between traditional Rolex case profiling and the super case. It has more of a curvature to it than something like the super case on a GMT Master, Explorer 2, or Submariner, but you can see that it is a bit more squared off at the lugs than previous generations of Oyster Perpetuals. It's a handsome hybrid, and it has impressive wrist presence for a 39mm watch. Moving inboard, you can see a dial with more than its fair share of color and character for Rolex. Alongside the red grape, this was probably the most visually outlandish, distinctive, and memorable of the 2015 Oyster Perpetual class. A combination of a blue sunburst with a wonderfully reactive quality in light. It also has high visibility signal green indices outboard of each hour. All of the hour indices are applied white gold, and they are applied by hand, as the dial is probably the element of Rolex fabrication that still requires the most artisanal handcraft. You'll also note luminescent hands at center, hour and minute, as well as tri-luminescent indices oversized at 3, 6, and 9. You will also take note of the applied white gold 5-point Rolex coronet at 12 o'clock. Everything you need and nothing you don't. Many will not regret the lack of the Cyclops eye or the date. This is a purist's choice, and again, the most direct heir to the original Rolex Oyster Perpetual, the watch that more than any other really got Rolex rolling in the direction that collectors of today would identify. Water resistant and automatic winding, and this one carries the torch into the 21st century. And it does so with a Rolex caliber 3132. What, you ask, is the difference between a 3131 as featured in an Air King and a 3132 as featured in the Oyster Perpetual? The difference is the Paraflex shock absorbers on the 3132. Otherwise, it's all the same good stuff. Twin lock crown, Oyster case back, 100 meters, water resistant, automatic winding, bi-directional, seamless and smooth, 48-hour power reserve, 28,800 vibrations per hour, hacking or stop seconds, and for toughness and resistance to shock, full balance bridge and a free sprung index, For resistance to gravitationally induced timing deviation, a Breguet overcoil hairspring, and for anti-magnetism, that hairspring is crafted from Rolex's own fired niobium zirconium alloy, which goes by the trade name of Parachrome Bleu. You want more? You got it. It's a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. But not only is it that, but it is fully cased up after receiving the chronometer cert. Rolex then tests to exceed the COSC standards, certifying it as a superlative chronometer. What does that mean objectively? Well, substantively, it means that the watch was timed at -2 plus 2 seconds or better prior to leaving Rolex in Geneva. That's a whole lot of features, functionalities, style, and history inside a 39mm case. You can see this one, and you can make it yours on the watch box. Fly by night with the Rolex Oyster Perpetual 39. See it by the light of day on the watch box.